Hi, this is Tom Grassi with NFL Betting Week 11 Preview. Let's take a look at this week's 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time NFL betting matchups. Atlanta at Tampa Bay stopped the presses. The Bucs finally won a game, beating the Dolphins last Monday night 22-19 as 2.5-point home dogs. Believe it or not, that was the second straight betting line win for the Bucs. The Falcons' fallout continues as Atlanta was drilled last Sunday at home 33-10 by Seattle. In this game, Atlanta opened as a 2-point betting favorite, but at 5dimes.com, they now have the betting line at pick. A couple of key betting trends in this game is Tampa Bay is 3-12 against the betting line versus teams with losing records, and Atlanta is 10-1 under the betting total in November. New York Jets at Buffalo. The Jets are holding one of the current AFC wildcard positions, and to win this road game would be a big step in that playoff direction. However, despite the Bills' awful performance last week at Pittsburgh, the betting line in this contest has the Bills as 1-point betting favorites. A couple of key betting trends in this contest is that Buffalo is a good bet after a road loss, covering the betting line 8 of the last 9 times in this situation. The Jets are off a bye week, and they always play low-scoring games coming off the bye, posting a 12-2 under record. Detroit at Pittsburgh. The Lions hold a 1-game lead in the NFC North Division over the Bears, the same Bears that they beat last week 21-19 in Chicago. The Steelers won only their 3rd game of the season last week, beating the Bills 23-10. The Lions are 2-point road favorites and have attracted nearly 80% of the wagers in this matchup. That's not a role the Lions relish, as they are 8-10 as road chalk over the past few seasons. The under might be worth a look in this game, as the Steelers are 10-2 under the betting total in their last 12 home games. Washington at Philadelphia. The Eagles are tied with the Cowboys for the lead in the NFC East Division with a 5-5 record. The Skins are 2 games back. These two teams met way back in Week 1 with the Eagles winning in Washington 33-27. The betting line in this contest has the Eagles as 4-point betting favorites. Before you lay the points, you might like to know that Philadelphia are money burners at home with a perfect 0-11 against the line record. San Diego at Miami. The Chargers were whipped by Denver last Sunday. Now have to make the long East Coast trip to Miami to face the disarrayed Dolphins. The Chargers are 2-point road favorites. This isn't a good month for the Chargers, as they are 1-8 against the line in November games, but the Dolphins always have had Monday night hangovers, posting a 12-25 ATS record after appearing under the Monday night lights. Baltimore at Chicago. 2 teams fighting for their playoff lives face off today in Chicago. The Ravens knocked off the Bengals in overtime last week to stay within shouting distance in the AFC North, and the Bears are trying to rebound off that critical division loss last week to the Lions. The Bears are a field goal favorite, and that's not a favorable line for the Bears, as they are 2-9 against the line when the line is +3 to -3 points. The Ravens had an awful offensive performance last week despite winning, notching only 189 total yards. However, the Ravens rebound strong off a bad offensive performance, posting a 17-6 ATS record after gaining 200 yards or less in their previous game. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Who would have thought that the lowly Browns would be in playoff contention at this time of the year? Cleveland goes into Cincinnati trailing the Bengals by only 1 game in the loss column, and the Browns already beat the Bengals earlier this season. The books believe that the Bengals will gain revenge, as they have installed Cincinnati as 6-point betting favorites. However, the line has dipped down to 5.5 points. The Bengals lost by a field goal last week, and they don't rebound well off a close loss, posting a dismal 5-15 against the line record after a loss by 3 or less points. Over-under bettors might like to know that the Cleveland Browns play low-scoring games as dogs, posting a 19-9 under mark when getting points. Oakland at Houston. 2 teams going nowhere meet this afternoon in Houston, with the Texans a touchdown favorite. Of note in this contest is Oakland is an awful bet coming down the stretch, posting a 17-36 ATS mark when playing a losing team in the second half of the season. Arizona at Jacksonville. The Jags scored their first win of the season last Sunday, so with them and Tampa Bay winning, we won't have an 0-16 team this season. For Arizona, they've been flying under the radar, but with their 5-4 mark, They're right there for an NFC wildcard spot. The Cards are a touchdown road favorite, a role they've been in only 14 times since the 2000 season. Total bettors should know that Arizona is 11-3 under away from home giving points. If you've been playing against the Jags at home, you've been making money as they are 2-9 ATS in their last 11 home games. Good luck this week.